George Logan and Living History Ireland usually put on a fantastic village and reenactments at the game fair located at Jane's Castle. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, this event isn't going ahead this year. So, very kindly, George and the Society have invited me down, Mike Lindsay, to have a closer look at what it is to get up to during their annual get-together and to let you see what you can expect when you come to see them live in person at the game fair at Jane's Castle in 2021. So I made my way down to the Viking village in order to see what visitors could expect from the group in 2021 at Jane's Castle. And I was immediately impressed by the high levels of authenticity and noted there appeared to be something for everyone in the group, including the children. Many traditional crafts were on display, including woodworking, highly intricate weaving,
a bit bigger.
And what caught my eye was traditional beehive making. There was even an artist on site who gave me a better understanding of how art was created in the time period. But it wasn't long, however, until the relative peace in camp was broken by the sound of a horn being blown, and the Vikings were mobilised. After an arduous walk to their destination, the Vikings were ready for battle. And battle they did. The men showed great passion and resilience, as well as skill in their performance, and I could honestly watch them all day. They evidently have a great passion for their pastime, as well as history and accuracy. My time with the Vikings drew to a close, however, but here's George Logan with what to expect in 2021.
My name's George Logan, and I run the Living History group and reenactors that comes along annually to the game fair and throughout the whole of the British Isles. We've men distributed everywhere we've been, from Unst, the most furthest part in the British Isles with our Viking ships, right down to Cork in the south of Ireland. And taking part in many reenactments of multi-period, because we're a multi-period group. You see here we've produced the Rogers Rangers, which is a new feature that we hope to have brought out to the public and educate them on of the Ulster men that fought in the French Indian Wars. Rogers was a second generation Ulster Scot, and he was a farmer, and the Indians were raiding their cattle and their livestock and their grain and their crops. So he gathered together all the local farmers and they formed a bit of a militia. The British Army then under Monroe down at the fort at Lake George recognised their usefulness, and he enlisted them then to be scouts, and because they were good capable fighters, being sort of the Ulster Scots background, they weren't known to give in too handy. So we're hoping to bring this forward to you maybe for next year.
The beauty of the Society is they cater for a wide range of historical periods. One moment I was surrounded by Vikings, the next I was in a bunker deep behind enemy lines in Nazi Germany. But what the Germans didn't know was they were being snuck up upon by one brave American soldier. Hesitantly, he peered round the corner. He knew if he was rumbled, it would be his life, not theirs. He made ready and quietly snuck up on their position. And just like that, without firing a shot, it was all over. Nah, not really. This is what really happened. What must have seemed like any other day for the German soldiers was anything but. There had been no fresh intel about American troops in the area. That is, until the sentries gave their call. And as soon as the first mortar was fired, battle ensued. Gunsmoke hung heavy and pendulous in the air, and combined with the sound of brass hitting the floor, I had to pinch myself to remember that this wasn't real. I wasn't behind enemy lines in Germany. That's how good these guys are. Anyone visiting the show to see the society in action, I guarantee will have a good time. Again, the level of authenticity on display was mind-blowing to me. These guys have a real passion for what they do, and it shows. However, almost as soon as the first shots rang, silence fell, as only the American soldiers were left. Even if World War II isn't your cup of tea, the group offers something for everyone, and I can highly recommend you check them out on your visit to Shane's Castle at the Game Fair. Perhaps working displays are your thing, or maybe even you just want to drink in the ambience of an actual living historical village. We hope to see you there.